Hello everybody. First of all, congratulations for participating in this event. I understand that you had to go through a whole selection, but I think it must be an honor for you and a real pleasure for you to be part of this big European event and to learn about the European Parliament. I've been a member of the European Parliament for the last 9 years, and before that I've been working behind the scenes of European politics for about 10 years. So I have followed the development of the European Parliament for quite some time. And I think as the European Union is developing into a true political union, even though some people are still denying it, the European Parliament is really becoming its political arena. Some people still think of the European Parliament as a political talk shop, as they call it. But then you should wonder, why is it that prime ministers of all European countries, and even countries from outside the European Union, are choosing the European Parliament as their platform, their arena to discuss their political message in public with members of the European Parliament? And why is it that stakeholders, lobbyists, non-governmental organizations are targeting the European Parliament when they want to achieve something? Why is it that they feel that the European Parliament is the place where European policies take shape? The European Union is rapidly changing its character as the world is changing. About 60 years ago, we started the European integration process after 2 world wars, and we said never again do we want to make war on each other. And for many years, that was our prime objective, to make sure that the relations between Europeans would be good, and that our destinies would be so intertwined, our interests would be so intertwined that we would always maintain the peace. But now the role of the European Union is a very different one. Now it is about securing the position of Europe in a changing world. The world is growing, first of all. When we first started European integration, the European continent had about 20% of a total world population of 2.5 billion. Today, the total world population is about 7 billion, and Europe is about 7% of that. We are a shrinking and aging continent. We are increasingly grey, we are getting older. So our position in the world is changing. Geopolitics are changing. The western part of the world, the United States and the European Union, are no longer automatically the given leaders of the world. China is on the rise, India is on the rise. Africa, even Africa, is changing and growing. So we cannot take the world of the 50s of the last century for granted. We have to change along with the rest of the world. Some people are saying, you know, we should take it easy because European integration has gone so rapidly. No, it's actually been slower than the developments in the world. The ICT revolution is changing the world that we live in. Not only because it offers us new technologies and new opportunities, but it changes the political structure, it changes the societal, the economic, the political relations that we have. It offers opportunities to whole new sections of the population. It makes knowledge available to people who could never dream of having access to knowledge and innovation so far. It gives citizens a much stronger voice, a direct voice. A decisive voice. So the world is changing, and in order to preserve our quality of life, we need a strong and democratic European Union. And the European Parliament plays a pivotal role in a democratic union. And there's a lot that can be criticized in the European Parliament. Sometimes we're slow, sometimes we're bureaucratic, our procedures are a bit archaic. At the same time, we need to bear in mind that the European Parliament was directly elected for the first time less than 35 years ago. We had 0 legislative powers at the time, and today we are almost a full co-legislator. So the European Union is developing, and the European Parliament is playing a lead role. And I wish you a very, very good event, and I hope you're going to explore and get to know the European Parliament and love it the way that I do, and love Europe the way that I do. And I hope to see you in the future, who knows, maybe as a colleague of mine.